There are bathroom renovation mistakes you'll notice on day one, and then there are mistakes that won't show up for months or even years. The tile that slowly turns a different shade, the floor that pools water in the same spot every single day, the walls behind your shower that are quietly rotting because nobody installed a waterproof membrane. By the time you discover these problems, fixing them means tearing everything apart and starting over. And that second renovation, it costs just as much as the first. Today, we're covering the bathroom design regrets that real homeowners report most, grouped by when they hit you. The ones you'll notice during construction, the ones that frustrate you within the first month, and the ones that won't reveal themselves for years. But when they do, they're the most expensive to fix. If this is the bathroom renovation you've been putting off, maybe the one you've been dreaming about for years. These are the details that make the difference between getting it right and wishing you'd known sooner. And you don't have to spend a fortune to get most of these right. Many cost very little when done during construction. It's fixing them after that gets expensive. Hit subscribe and like. It takes 1 second. We're starting underground, with the mistakes hidden behind your walls and under your floors. No waterproof membrane behind your tiles. Behind every properly built shower, there should be a waterproof membrane applied to the walls and floor before any tile goes on. Without it, moisture slowly penetrates through grout, reaches the wall framing, and causes rot, mold, and structural damage you won't see until it's serious. Here's the non-negotiable. Insist on a proper membrane system on every surface that will receive tile in wet areas, walls, floor, curbs, and niches. And if you live in Florida, Texas, Georgia, or anywhere across the South where humidity is a year-round reality, this is even more critical. Moisture damage happens faster in humid climates. If your contractor doesn't mention waterproofing, ask. If they dismiss it, find a different contractor that covers what's hiding behind your walls. But the next regret is right under your feet: floor slope. That doesn't exist or goes the wrong way. Every horizontal surface in a bathroom, floors, curbs, ledges, niches, must slope toward a drain or toward a surface that slopes toward a drain. Without proper slope, water collects in puddles that take hours to dry, creating breeding grounds for bacteria and mold. There's actually a building code requirement for this, but it's frequently ignored. The fix is simple, but timing is everything. Discuss slope with your contractor before tile goes down, not after. And here's the detail most people miss. Your shower niches and ledges need slope too. If a ledge is perfectly flat, it holds standing water permanently. Even a slight angle, enough that water runs off toward the shower, so makes a dramatic difference in keeping your bathroom clean and dry. Buying tiles too early. The dye lot trap. Tiles are produced in batches, and each batch has slight color variations known as dye lots. 2 boxes of the exact same tile from different production runs can look noticeably different when placed side by side. This catches renovators off guard when they run short and order more, only to find the replacement tiles don't match what's already on the wall. 3 rules that will protect you. Wait until closer to installation to order, so replacement stock is likely still from the same batch. Always request tiles with the same dye lot code, especially important at big box stores that pull randomly from inventory, and order 10 to 20% more than your estimate. That extra investment now is far cheaper than discovering you're 5 tiles short and the matching batch no longer exists. And there's one more construction phase decision that can save or waste thousands. Don't move plumbing unless you absolutely have to. Relocating your toilet, shower, or sink is major surgery on your bathroom. Expensive, complicated, and full of surprises, especially when plumbing runs through a concrete slab. Before you sign off on moving anything, ask yourself this: does this move genuinely improve how the bathroom functions day to day, or is it a preference based on a photo you saw online? In most cases, leaving the plumbing where it is and refreshing around the existing layout is the smarter decision. Save your budget for upgrades that change your daily experience. Better fixtures, proper waterproofing, quality tile, and accessibility features. Vanity. Height that doesn't fit your body. Standard vanity height is 36 inches, but standard was designed for an average that may not match anyone in your household. One homeowner at 5'6" said 36 inches was far too high. Water dripped from her elbows every time she washed her face. Another at 6'5" found most vanities painfully low. A couple with a 1.5 foot height difference between them described vanity shopping as a genuine headache. Here's how to get this right. Vanity height can range from 32 to 43 inches. Choose based on who actually uses the bathroom daily, not a number on a spec sheet. If you and your husband are different heights, and most couples are, this decision becomes even more important. Consider a split height vanity, or at minimum, choose a height that serves the person who uses it most. And if you're adding a vessel sink, the kind that sits on top of the countertop must be lowered to between 28 and 30 inches. Otherwise, the total height, counter plus bowl, becomes uncomfortably tall. Multiple homeowners reported needing a step stool to use their own sinks after installing vessel sinks at standard counter height. That's a frustration you'll feel standing at the vanity. But the next one hits you every single morning before you're even fully awake. Shower mixer in the worst possible spot. If your shower mixer is positioned directly under the shower head, you get blasted with cold water every time you turn it on. This is one of the most commonly reported daily frustrations and one of the easiest to prevent. The fix takes 5 minutes of planning. Position the mixer on the wall within reach from the shower entrance, slightly offset from the water stream. That way you can turn it on. Adjust the temperature and stay dry until the water warms up. One homeowner described this single change as the best quality of life improvement in her entire renovation. Just don't place it so far away that you can't adjust the temperature while you're actually showering. Now, the mixer controls the temperature, but the next regret is about the shower head itself, and it's the one that generates the most passionate agreement from homeowners. No handheld shower, the most unanimous regret. If there's one thing that bathroom renovators agree on more than anything else, it's this. Install a handheld shower. Even if you have a beautiful rain shower head, add a handheld alongside it. A fixed rain head alone makes cleaning your shower nearly impossible. You can't direct water into corners or along the floor. A handheld solves that in seconds. It's essential for washing hair without getting your whole body wet. Especially important if you're shorter and a ceiling-mounted rain head isn't easily reachable. It's practical for bathing dogs, rinsing children, and for basic personal hygiene that a fixed overhead head simply can't provide. The smartest move you can make: install a separate handheld alongside your fixed head, or choose a combined rail shower design that gives you both. This is the single most practical upgrade you can make, and the one homeowners who skipped it universally regret. Slippery tile on your shower floor. This is a safety issue that most renovation videos never mention, and for a bathroom used by anyone over 50, it could be the most important decision in your entire renovation. Tile slip resistance is measured by something called DCOF, Dynamic Coefficient of Friction. For general bathroom floors that might get wet, the industry minimum is 0.42. But for shower floors, where you're standing barefoot on a constantly wet, soapy surface, experts recommend 0.60 or higher. Here's what actually keeps you safe. Large format tiles are generally not suitable for shower floors. Their smooth surface doesn't provide enough grip when wet. Smaller mosaic tiles, 2 inches or smaller, are the safer choice because the additional grout lines create traction and improve drainage. Yes, more grout means a bit more maintenance, but a non-slip floor is a safety decision, not an aesthetic one. Ask for the DCOF rating before selecting any shower floor tile. It should be printed on the box or listed in the product specifications. Those are the regrets you'll discover quickly. But the final group is worse, because these problems build silently over months and years, and by the time they surface, fixing them costs some the most. Most people install a bathroom exhaust fan and assume the job is done. But a fan that's too small, poorly ducted, or vented into the wrong place can be almost as bad as no fan at all. Your fan needs to be sized for your bathroom's square footage, measured in CFM. But sizing alone isn't everything. Long duct runs with bends reduce effective power. The duct must terminate outside, never into the attic, where humid air damages roof structure and insulation. If your toilet and shower are far apart, consider 2 smaller fans. The solution is straightforward. Size properly, keep ductwork short and straight, vent directly outside. Wire the fan to a separate switch from the light, and consider a humidity sensing fan that activates automatically. This is especially critical in the southern states where high ambient humidity means your bathroom never fully dries on its own. Ventilation protects your bathroom structurally, but the next regret is about what you put on the surfaces, and it's what dates your bathroom fastest. Trendy finishes on permanent surfaces, including paint. Trends change. Your tile and stone don't. What looks fashionable today can feel dated within a few years, and replacing tile is an expensive, disruptive project. The smarter approach: keep permanent surfaces, tile, stone, countertops, in timeless, neutral territory. Add personality through things you can easily change: towels, accessories, hardware, and paint. And speaking of paint, the finish matters just as much as the color in a bathroom. Never use flat or matte paint in a bathroom because it absorbs moisture, shows every mark, and peels in humid conditions. Satin or eggshell finish is the standard for bathrooms because it repels moisture and cleans easily. If you love the look of a matte finish, use premium moisture-formulated lines specifically designed for wet environments. They cost more, but they're formulated to withstand the humidity that destroys standard flat paint. A doorless shower done wrong. Doorless showers look stunning in photos, but the reality depends entirely on how it's built, and most are built wrong because corners get cut. A properly built doorless shower requires splash guards, correct floor slope, extra insulation, and a heat source opposite the open end. Without these, water escapes everywhere and the space never stays warm. So what should you do? Budget for it properly, because it's significantly more expensive than a standard enclosed shower, and cutting corners almost always leads to regret. If you simply want a more open feel without the complexity, a frameless glass enclosure gives you visual openness while keeping water contained. The one exception, for anyone using a wheelchair or with limited mobility, a curbless doorless shower is a genuine necessity, and the investment is absolutely worth it. And one more consideration: if your home has only one bathroom, keeping a tub is generally recommended for resale value. If you have multiple bathrooms, converting one to a walk-in shower is typically fine. That covers structural and design decisions. But this last pair of regrets might matter more than all the others because they're about how your bathroom serves you for years to come. No plan for aging in place. This might be the most important point in this entire video, and it's the one almost no renovation video mentions. You may not need grab bars today, but installing the structural backing for them during renovation costs almost nothing. It's just wood blocking placed inside the wall before tile goes up. Adding grab bars later means tearing tile apart and patching walls. Here's the investment that pays for itself: build-in accessibility while the walls are open. A curbless shower entry benefits everyone: easier to clean, eliminates a tripping hazard, and makes the bathroom feel more open. A built-in shower seat at roughly 17 to 19 inches high serves triple duty: a place to sit safely, a comfortable height for resting your foot while shaving legs, and an aging-in-place feature that becomes more valuable with every passing year. Wider doorways, lever handles instead of round knobs, and a comfort height toilet are changes that feel like smart upgrades today and become necessities later. They cost a fraction during construction compared to adding them after the fact. Forgetting the small details that make daily life work. 3 final decisions homeowners consistently wish they'd made differently. Lighting. A single overhead fixture creates harsh shadows, terrible for grooming or makeup. Wall sconces on either side of the mirror at roughly 60 inches from the floor eliminate shadows and transform the vanity area. Electrical outlets, hair dryers, toothbrushes, curling irons, plan for at least 2 outlets per person near the vanity. Outlets installed inside drawers keep cords hidden and countertops clean. And the shower niche question, a recessed niche gives a seamless look but needs slope and regular cleaning. It also requires a thick enough wall to recess into. A protruding ledge is easier to clean, needs no thick wall, and if you make it wide enough, it doubles as a footrest for shaving. A corner shelf requires zero construction. A simple caddy is the most affordable option. Choose the one that matches how you actually live, not what looks best in a photo. 13. Regrets. 3 stages during construction, the first month, and years down the road. If you take 3 things from this video, waterproof your shower properly. It's the invisible foundation everything depends on. Check the slip rating on every tile that goes on a wet floor. Your safety depends on it. And build in accessibility. Now, while the walls are open, grab bar blocking, a built-in seat, lever handles. They cost almost nothing during construction and become invaluable over time. This is your bathroom. If you've been waiting to finally make it the space you deserve, get these details right the first time. If this helped, share it with someone planning a bathroom renovation. It could save them thousands.